Buckle up, baseball fans. We're about to dive into the ultimate catcher showdown between two legends of the diamond, Johnny Bench and Carlton Fisk. Both of these Hall of Famers have left an unforgettable impact on the game, and today we're putting them head-to-head. Who's the top dog? Who's the king of the catchers? Grab your snacks, and let's get ready to rumble! Today we're pitting the number 3 on our list, Johnny Bench, against number 2 on our list, Carlton Fisk. Whoever wins will be facing the champion Roy Campanella next week for the championship showdown. Excited yet? You should be! A big shout out to our subscriber at SportsPokerGuy3506 for lighting the fuse on this debate. Thanks for the inspiration. Let's kick things off with some offensive fireworks. Johnny Bench, the mighty backstop for the Cincinnati Reds, played in 2,158 games. He rocked a .267 batting average, smashed 389 home runs, and piled up 1,376 RBIs. His on-base percentage was a solid .342, and his slugging percentage was an impressive .476. On the flip side, we've got Carlton Fisk, the man who played like he had an endless supply of Wheaties. Fisk suited up for a jaw-dropping 2,499 games, posted a .269 batting average, knocked 376 home runs, and drove in 1,330 RBIs. His on-base percentage was .341, and his slugging percentage stood at .457. When it comes to offensive power, Bench has the slight edge in home runs and RBIs. But let's not kid ourselves. Both of these guys could rake. It's like comparing a Ferrari to a Lamborghini. Either way, you're in for a wild ride. Bench's highest single-season home run count was 45 in 1970, a year when he also secured 148 RBIs and helped lead the Reds to the National League pennant. That year, Bench was not only a force behind the plate, but a terror at the plate, contributing to his MVP-winning campaign. Meanwhile, Fisk's 1977 season with the Boston Red Sox saw him hit 26 home runs and achieve a .315 batting average, one of the highest in his career. Fisk's consistency over the years allowed him to amass 2,356 hits compared to Bench's 2,048, showcasing his durability and ability to maintain a high level of performance over a longer period. Now let's talk about what really sets these guys apart. Defense. Johnny Bench wasn't just a catcher. He was a magician behind the plate. The guy snagged 10 gold gloves during his career. Yes, 10. His caught stealing percentage was a jaw-dropping 43%, and his defensive WAR was a stellar 19.6. Opposing runners feared him like a dentist's drill. Carlton Fisk, while impressive, couldn't quite match Bench's defensive wizardry. Fisk earned just 1 gold glove and had a caught stealing percentage of 34%. His defensive WAR was a respectable 16.9. Solid, but when you're up against Johnny Bench, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
His glove goes out like a bow and arrow from the top, and that ball just seems to bend in the middle. He stretched that glove hand out there, and it was there.
Bench's defensive skills were so sharp that opposing teams feared to run on him. His arm was like a laser, pinpointing base runners who dared to steal with ruthless precision. Fisk, though a solid defender, was more about longevity and consistency. He may not have had Bench's cannon, but he was a reliable and steady presence behind the dish for over 2 decades. Bench's arm strength and accuracy allowed him to lead the league in caught stealing percentage 3 times. He was also adept at handling pitchers, contributing to the success of the Big Red Machine's pitching staff. Fisk, while not as decorated in this area, was renowned for his toughness and resilience. He caught a whopping 24,306 innings, the most in MLB history at the time of his retirement, showing his stamina and his commitment to the team. Baseball isn't just about numbers. It's about the stories, the characters, and the moments that make us love the game. Johnny Bench and Carlton Fisk both provided plenty of these. Johnny Bench was the heart and soul of the Big Red Machine, a team that dominated the 1970s. His leadership and clutch performances were pivotal in leading the Reds to 2 World Series titles in 1975 and 1976. Bench had a flair for the dramatic, and his larger-than-life persona made him a beloved figure in Cincinnati and beyond. Whether it was calling a perfect game or hitting a game-winning homer, Bench knew how to rise to the occasion. Carlton Fisk, meanwhile, is perhaps best remembered for one iconic moment. the 1975 World Series Game 6 home run. In the 12th inning, Fisk waved his arms, willing the ball to stay fair as it soared over the green monster at Fenway Park. It was a moment of pure baseball magic remembered forever by fans. Fisk's durability was legendary, playing until he was 45 years old. He was the Iron Man of catchers, grinding through the seasons with a toughness that earned him respect throughout the league. And let's not forget the fun quirks. Bench was known for his quick wit and charm, often leaving teammates and fans in stitches with his humor. Fisk, on the other hand, had a bit of a no-nonsense, rugged vibe. He was the kind of guy who looked like he could wrestle a bear and win. Both brought their unique personalities to the game, making them not just great players, but unforgettable characters. Bench's ability to handle pressure situations was second to none. In the 1976 World Series, he hit .533 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, leading the Reds to a 4-game sweep of the Yankees and earning the World Series MVP award. Fisk, on the other hand, was known for his incredible work ethic and toughness. He played through numerous injuries, and even at an advanced age, he managed to maintain a high level of play, inspiring younger teammates and setting an example of perseverance. And now, what we have all been waiting for. Drumroll, please. After crunching the numbers and reminiscing about their legendary careers, it's clear that Johnny Bench takes the crown in this epic showdown. His combination of offensive power and defensive brilliance is unmatched. 10 Gold Gloves, a higher caught stealing percentage, and those 389 home runs? It's like Bench was playing a different game altogether. But let's not forget, Carlton Fisk is no second fiddle. His durability, iconic moments, and sheer toughness make him a legend in his own right. Comparing these two is like debating who's cooler, Batman or Superman. They're both heroes in the baseball universe. Alright folks, let's talk rankings. Johnny Bench has been sitting pretty at number 3 on our list of greatest catchers, with Carlton Fisk holding the number 2 spot. But with Bench taking the win in this showdown, it's time for a shakeup. Johnny Bench will now move up to challenge the top spot, taking on none other than Roy Campanella for the championship belt. Stay tuned, baseball fans. The Ultimate Catcher Showdown is far from over. Who will emerge as the greatest catcher of all time? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be a showdown for the ages. Until then, keep your eyes on the diamond. The best is yet to come. And finally, a big thanks again to @SportsPokerGuy3506 for sparking this debate. You won this fight, but the war is next, buddy. That's all for now, folks. We'll catch you in the next inning.